Hi there. How often have you heard the saying, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth? It is often quoted when speaking about paying someone back for something they have done wrong to you. And yes, this was an instruction given by Moses. It formed part of the civil law. It acted as a guide to what was appropriate to recompense for a wrong. It didn't mean that if someone took your eye out, you should take their eye out. Rather, that the compensation, the recompense, should be equivalent, no more. But in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus taught something that may be seen as radical. So let us read these 5 radical verses together. Matthew 5, verses 38 to 42. You have heard that it was said, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. And if someone wants to sue you and take your shirt, hand over your coat as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. This could be seen as radical. This could be seen as, well, Jesus, what are you saying here? Are we to not defend ourselves? Are we not to look out for it, look after people, to protect people? No, I don't think that is what Jesus is saying here. Jesus is teaching us to waive our rights of excessive human reprisal. We should not look to punish somebody for something they have done to us. I'm not saying that people shouldn't have a consequence for breaking the law. If you speed, there's a consequence for that. If you commit murder, there is a consequence for that. But rather, what I'm saying is the punishment shouldn't look to take revenge. We should be gracious in our response. We should be Christ-like. I don't think that Jesus was saying we shouldn't stop someone from hurting us. If someone is attacking you with a cricket bat, you need to defend yourself. But rather, we should only do what is required to stop them. We should not mete out an excessive punishment. We shouldn't mete out a punishment in our own strength. These verses also go on to talk about how we help people, even if they ask more than once. We should respond by being radical with our help. Why should we do that? Because these verses are about us learning to behave like Christ, to become more like Christ. Some people may say, well, surely we are letting people get away with things. I would say that God will deal with that for us. Our heart should be to love people. It doesn't condone what they're doing, but we should love people. These are radical teachings. And I think context is important. If somebody hits you around the head with a cricket bat, don't let them hit you around the head with it again. That's not what Jesus is saying here. But we need to grow and behave more like Christ. We shouldn't look to punish people, to exact revenge. I hope this helps with these tricky verses and is by no means a full dive into them. But I hope as we continue our journey through the Sermon on the Mount, we will grow more like Christ.